Hello everybody, hope you've had an amazing weekend so far. It is your boy Trix, and today we're going to be doing some more Toy Robot in Elixir. Sorry for the late-ish stream today. I know I'm about 24 minutes behind when I normally stream. It is because I was trying to configure, what's it called? I was trying to configure LFWM, which is the current window manager that I'm in, to support multiple workspaces. Sorry. So for context, in Awesome, you have a bar built in to your window manager that just works, right? There's the default Awesome window manager bar, and it's fantastic. It does everything I want it to do. Perfect. The thing I really like about it is each monitor has its own set of virtual desktops, which are basically the numbers 1 to 9 that you can see here, where when you're switching between each one, it will give you separate ones, so none of them are shared between anything, right? On LeftWM, they are the same. That's why you can see 1 and 3 highlighted, because I have OBS in 1 on this side and Brave and my terminal in 3 on this side, right? So if I go to 2, I'm pretty sure OBS will come here. Nope. If I go to 1, you'll see OBS. If I go to 4, empty. So 1 and 3 are the only ones that are occupied right now. But if I pull up 3 on this side, these two will switch. So OBS will pop up on the right, and the browser will pop up on the left, which I do not particularly like. And that's because I'm using Polybar for my bar, and for some reason the theme that I'm using doesn't play nicely with multi-monitors, which is fantastic. But it does load up the bars on all of them. It just shares the same tags between all of them, which is bloody fantastic, isn't it? I was looking into how to fix that. Couldn't find it within the 10 to 20 minutes I spent, and I was like, that's enough time boxing for that. I should give up and do this at a different time. So, anyway, we're gonna do some Toy Robot in Elixir. I just need to pull up the book, which is, that's not what I want. Let me delete that. There we go. Let me just check I haven't got some random stuff in here. Yep, that looks fine. Cool. So we're about 98 pages into 224. Let's continue. So if I run this, I'm pretty sure something fails inside of there. Let me just run. If I mix test, just give that a run, let's see what happens. There we are. Yep, that's the error I see. So now in command runner, just gonna make that bigger, put my phone there. So, loop, Toy Robot, command runner. I should probably chuck a, what's in my git ignore? Oh yeah, it covers it, cool. Def run with command or rest. Whoops. do run rest. Let's just get that run. There we go. So this writes another test. Ooh, that's interesting. Ah, okay. So the book's saying that inside of lib robot command interpreter. No, not command interpreter, command runner. So what we're doing in here is you'll have a placement and you'll have rest, right? But all we're doing is we're checking placement, then doing a simulation, then running the rest. If there's anything left, then it'll run rest, go through there with a placement and rest, continue going. But we're turning the simulation and just ignoring any other commands, right? So this will only work on an error. If the error is the first one, then it'll go through it again and run anything that's left. But then if it gets one good command, it'll just stop running immediately. So what you want it to do is you want to loop until there's no commands left. Ah, that's okay. So all it's doing is it's doing this. So hang on. So on this line, it's literally just doing run, rest. Ah, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Or whoops, or simulation. And that's what it's doing. So when you mix test, it should run through all of it. Ah, okay. So essentially, this will fail because we haven't accounted for this case where you have a list of things to do and a simulation. So what you got to do is down here, should I do it before or after this? I'll do it after. Def run, and you have a list. I need to zoom in on that because that text is tiny. Def run with a list of move for rest with a simulation which does return which extracts an OK optional and simulation for the simulation trying to move. Right? Then it runs the rest of the simulation. There we go. Then after this, if any of those commands that are running are empty in that simulation, we just want to return the simulation. Which makes sense in how I said it, but it might not make sense to other people. It made sense in my head, at least. Ooh, what have I done wrong? Let's have a look. Okay, let's go back a bit. Okay, so we've got an alias, then we've got placement, or rest. That's fine. Table x, y. Yep. Case, place, table, placement. Okay, sim to run. Rest. Oh, that's not supposed to be an or. That's supposed to be a comma. Then it runs. There we go. So Ah. So the way that does this in here is on this one, it does, oh god, okay, so there's new simulation equals that simulation, then you pass it a simulation dot move, then you pass it a case to do, then you let me just delete print tab delete, then in here let me just $3 back change to a simulation, otherwise you get an error, comma at table boundary to a simulation. There we go, I'll run that. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. Interesting. So, in here, what have I done wrong? Okay, so in here we've got a simulation to simulation move to case do to OK simulation to a simulation, then error. So, oh. Interesting. So now the author's saying that we have enough code to actually have turning working, which I'm assuming is because in here we're not doing anything special, we're just calling the move command. Then inside move, where is it? Do interpret, that's fine. Move just moves. But in simulation, when you call move, you find it. That's place. Here's move. Move just checks valid position, then moves the robot. Actually, yeah, how is move working? Because we're only calling move, we're not actually doing anything with the rest of the commands. Runs simulation, then goes through the simulation, and then interesting, huh? Yeah, call simulation.move. Yeah. Then if I go to the simulation, move, there we go. Yeah, movement isn't aware of turning, so I don't think it does, but the author's saying that we should have enough code to handle movement. Interesting. Unless it's just he means it's interpreting the turn left because you manually hard code turning left. Facing west. Yep. Then I can just yank this. Yank. Print. Enter. Tab. Go. Enter. Turn right. There we go. Whoops. Would be nice if I wrote things correctly, wouldn't it? Oh, I don't know what the thing for surround is. I can probably find it in my key bindings actually. Nope, don't know. Probably just Google it. Know it. Vim wrap in brackets. It's a plugin. Damn. Okay. See, also lied to me. So, oh, okay. So, all goes into command runner, and this move command, which we have, literally, all that happens is we yank it, we print it, put that in, we change this to turn left. Then we just need that OK simulation to turn left. I think though, because okay, I think turn left. I think this makes more sense. Because basically all we're doing, all the author did was have what we had before, where you can only support up to that command, but you can't support going further. So I think it makes more sense to have support for it going further to turn right. Yeah. And then if I okay, all next test, let it run for a minute. Yep, that works. Because literally this is all the author does. He knows. Right, here's your move, right? That's place. Here's your move. Then, oh, I guess you don't even need to worry about that, because when it goes back through to rest new simulation, it'll go through to here on def run, then calls the other thing to do. So yeah, this is unnecessary. Case? You don't even need case, do you? Yeah. You just do equal to simulation dot turn left, yeah, and then this becomes a simulation. There we go. So this is basically saying we're going to write our test a little differently, because we want our test to take in the output of the report. So right now we're going to move on to reporting, where we have, oh, this is the normal file. That's not what I want. I want to go into test, go away bottom, insert a new test, handles a place, class report, and do. Go. Then we get a simulation for a robot with a robot, which equals a place of an x coordinate and a y coordinate, and oh, whoops, that's a 2, and a facing north. Then we get a report command. Then from this we make your output, oops, oops, whoops, IO in, oh, whoops, function 2, command run commands and back tab search, which I'll put as string.trim, which equals is at 1 2 and is facing there we are. Xunit.capture IO. I should be able to write this fast enough. So, to handle reporting, all it needs to do is def run with report and rest and a simulation, which does a percentage of x to x, y to y, north to north, no, whoops, that's supposed to be y, and facing to facing. Then we've got, what's the percentage right here? Equals a simulation to the report on the simulation, right? There we go. Then facing equals facing to an atom dot to whoops to a string dot updates. Then we got an IO dot puts is at, is that a hashtag? Yeah, it is. So I'm guessing hashtag notation is what's used instead of dollar notation. Interesting. And then mix test. Whoops. Uh, there we go. I'm gonna call it there for today, and then tomorrow we'll pick up on the rest. We are currently at page 108. Let me just add everything I'm currently got. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, enjoy the rest of your day, and peace.